everybody, it's RPG Grandma, and today I want to talk about how do you get a group of people around the kitchen table to play a role playing game. Now, we have lots of resources today. We got virtual, we've got playing role playing by typing on the computer, good old snail mail stills around, meetup groups, libraries, sometimes have games going on. Uh, the game store may have a board that has people's info out there that you can access. There's literally servers that hook you up with professional game masters for different games. Um, uh, there's clubs in schools and colleges. I mentioned libraries. So that's a lot of resources, really, when you think about it. I mean, communication wise, we have it better than they had in the 70s and the 80s. We do. Um, so those are all valid options. But the way it usually happens, and the way it's normally happened for me, is either someone invites me to come play a game, or I invite them. That's the way it happens. So for the virtual games I got to do last year, it's because people invited me. There's lots of times I had to decline because I was busy, or I had already agreed to do a game at that time period. And by busy, I mean like I'm busy. Seriously, I'm like at work or something. So couldn't do it. Just the way it is. It's how the cookie crumbles. Now, I do think we have to talk a little bit about modern culture. And frankly, a lot of y'all are antisocial. You're like, no, I'm social. Really? Because when I was growing up, people played games as adults. How many adults play games? This is something you need to ask yourself. Do you know? No, I'm talking any game. It doesn't have to be a role playing game. I grew up, people got together in the evening with their friends, usually on a Friday night, sometimes on a Saturday night, sometimes you know, usually Sunday was your family, Friday was your friends, kind of thing. If you're Jewish, then it might be the other way around. It might be Friday evening, you know, was your family, and then Saturday you got together with your friends. So, you know, but on one of those days, you're at least getting together with somebody, okay? Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, right? And depending on the family, sometimes there was family game night, and then sometimes there was like hanging out dinner party with the adults night. But during the summer, they'd play games out in the lawn. There was all these lawn games people used to play that now nobody seems to play. That was like totally the thing to do in your front yard or your backyard. Okay, and so poker, chess, checkers, Chinese checkers. Anything sound familiar? Rummy, Yahtzee. Those are just a few grown-up games. In the 80s, Boggle. Oh my God, Boggle was in. Don't know Boggle? You should play it. Um, uh, all that stuff. Plus, you know, your games that everybody knows about: Scrabble, Monopoly, right? And tons of others. It was normal. People would get together, hang out with their grown-up friends, have dinner, play a game, have an adult beverage, have the coffee, the rum balls. Okay, it was the thing. You know, depending on the period, it might have been martinis, you know. It was what people used to do. If nothing else, they played poker. No, I'm right. So, and that cut across lots of different social economic lines, lots of different parts of the country. So people were playing games, and kids were growing up watching adults play games. All right, they weren't sitting at home watching the internet or playing video games. So, culture. So you need to think about what kind of culture are you encouraging. Now, since I spend a lot of time around people doing things with other people, it's only natural at some point there's barbecues and potlucks involved. Food gets involved at some point. And in the course of those many times of getting you together, at some point I will be suggesting we play a board game or a card game because it's normal to me. It's not an abnormal thing. And usually people know these games and they're like, yeah, that's a cool idea. So, usually we do. And then at some point I suggest a role playing game. Usually D&D because that's the one I know everybody's heard the name of. But now there's a whole slew of other games that people have heard the name of. And so and there's a lot of people playing role playing games of all different kinds. So you got a nice huge box to work with. Go for it. You do have to take charge. You're going to probably have to be the GM. Oh well, just start introductory game, and everybody learn to play that game, and then you just rotate and help somebody else learn to be a game master, and that is how you form a gaming group. I mean, it's really simple. They're coming over to your house for dinner anyway. Say, you know what, we're going to do dinner and, I don't know, play Scrabble. And you'd be surprised. People are like, yeah, I haven't played Scrabble in years. Sounds cool. Or Risk, or, whatever you got. I got this murder mystery game. Let's solve a cold case. Whatever it is. Let's play Jenga. It doesn't matter. And I don't do this like I'm plotting it. It never happens that way. It's just something sounds fun to do, and then it just evolves organically. Because if people like to play games, it will evolve organically. But that's how you do it. You create a culture around you that, we're going to get together for a game. We're either watching a sports game, we're either playing a game. And I never thought about it until tonight, but that's what I do. At some point, I'm just like, just hanging out and shooting the breeze. But we can shoot the breeze and play cards too. We can shoot the breeze and play Chinese checkers. We can shoot the breeze. We can watch a horror film that has a game in it and play that game. That's how my head thinks. It's all about I'm relaxing and having fun. I'm inviting other people to participate in that fun. That is how you bring a group of people into playing games. Now, these people, like I said, many of them that I have played role-playing games with, adults. Over the years I've played role-playing games. Never played a role-playing game until they were at some point at my house, or I was at their house, and we brought the games to them. You'd be surprised how many people have games, too. Of games you don't have. Of, not role-playing games, but other stuff. And I've played some cool games because I discovered, indeed, I had friends who liked to play games. It even becomes a thing. Look what I found at the thrift shop, I've never played this. Have you played it? No, let's play it, right? So, understand that that's what you do. You have to create a gaming culture. You do it with food. You do it with being a decent human being. And you do it by just saying, would you like to play a game? Like that computer did in that movie. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, peoples. It used to be normal. Make it normal again. Because it is normal to get together with your friends, grown adults, and play games. But you have to be inviting people into your home. You have friends. Hopefully they're coming over once in a while. Play cards. Shoot the breeze. And work your way up to killing kobolds. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.